Niggas ain't know shit about that shit. Like, they weren't even hip to the history. Like, they had to come, the computer guy had to come over like, look, man, you gotta clear the cache.
See, oh my God.
That's why your shit ain't running.
Yeah.
Like, now that's like fucking second grader shit. They're like, oh, clear the cache, bro. It's gonna refresh the page.
You've got like a liter of cum in your cache.
This week we're going to be doing our monthly review for the month of January 2022. We're talking with Jeremy, Antoine, Connor, and Dorian.
What's up?
Hello.
We back.
It's January. It's a new year.
After a long hiatus.
A little bit one of us had COVID, and then
another one of us had COVID.
Yeah. It's a big time for COVID.
And then we just didn't record for a week.
And then another week.
It's actually we did the same exact thing last year, except we did it a little bit later in the year.
I think we take like an annual hiatus.
Yeah,
it's
like
good for our mental health.
A winter break, you know what I'm saying?
We're going to say it was.
Yeah.
It's 2022.
Got to deliver the best content.
We're self-aware, and we're trying to help ourselves in our mental state. So we took a couple weeks off.
It's actually rude of them to impose.
Also, Jeremy's been in a meme hole. If you haven't noticed, I've been on the Facebook page.
Hey, I appreciate all you who have shared any of the memes, liked any of the memes. You know what I'm saying? Big ups.
Even if you don't understand them like me, you know, we appreciate the support.
If you want to support us more, go ahead and check out the NYAHstudios.com and click the support button. You know, you can, donate a little bit of money on our Patreon.
Or just interact with any memes.
Or interact with any memes, yeah.
Don't let the first thing be money, Jeremy.
And as you can tell, we're still poor.
Yeah. Nothing changed about that one.
Authentic podcasting.
January 2022 didn't bring us up from that yet, so
the velvet underground of podcasts. We're doing it lo-fi, fucking just roots.
Jeremy starts off every podcast now panhandling digitally. That must be the Cleveland in him.
Yeah. We're not the minor threat of podcasting. We would like money.
So what happened this month so far? But you know.
I think COVID, everyone had it. It spiked again, hardcore.
Oh, Omicron?
Omicron specifically.
After Christmas, by design.
I
COVID took over again.
It was.
In fact, had to let the can't let capitalism be affected.
No, we can't.
Once all the yearly shopping is done, then we can let it spike and make that the main focus.
You saw how they tried to ease back on everything before the holidays. Like, hey, mask time, who needs them? Yeah. You don't have to be fully vaxxed, you know?
It's cool to go over your family's house and get everybody sick at the same time.
Well, it was a real fun 1-2 punch because, like, then everyone started getting sick and they're like, yeah, you can go back to work in 5 days.
Yeah. Oh, no. That specifically happened this month as well, where
no more 2 weeks.
That was actually December.
Well, we're doing a little bit of December.
Yeah.
We're doing a little bit of everything right now.
The super show.
They took it down from 10 days to 5 days, like directly after the Delta CEO was like, "Hey, you guys should do that." Like very publicly.
They're like, and they said like, yeah, pretty much just go back with a mask on if you got COVID still, but you can work.
Yeah.
Also, what happened last month? The world is changing in a drastic way. People no longer shovel themselves out for work. It's now a snow day.
And there's no such thing as snow days. They got.
Where are you
they
working?
Work online.
When I was
they go to school online. They have
all my feeds was like, oh, got to call off work today. Snowed in. And I was like, when did this shit start happening? Because I used to think like you just go outside with a shovel and shovel yourself out.
This is a little bit. I think it's because we got hit here in Cleveland specifically with the first real snow of the year was also like one of the biggest snowfalls we're going to get in the year.
I don't know. I think we're about to get another one, man.
Yeah. I mean, but it's going to be one of the biggest of the year.
It's on the way right now.
Was the first one.
This was also the first year I heard of an actual winter storm.
Yeah, it's named.
Yeah, it's named. Yeah.
I heard
the first name.
Storm Landon.
Yeah, or no, there's another one.
Let's go, Landon.
Let's go, Landon. Let's go, Landon. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, they named it like a hurricane. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, welcome.
I haven't seen that my whole life.
Me either.
That's Midwest excellence. We're taking the best stuff from the East Coast.
We're like, start naming the blizzards.
Yeah. We get them too.
We get fucked up too.
But we get dipshit millennial storm names. The next one's gonna be like Madison,
Kyler,
Braxton.
Yeah,
Winter Storm Braxton.
Yeah, they're not going in alphabetical order.
It's supposed to be in alphabetical order.
Also, this is the first one I heard of, and it's already on lettered N or D. And I'm like, where was all these other winter storms that started it?
They started in the middle of the alphabet because they're tired of A getting the top.
They're trying to work like a low budget roofing company that has 3 trucks, but numbers them 44, 96, and 7.
That's awesome. That's a great move. It's like that classic prank where you release the pigs in your high school, but you have 1, 2, and then the third one you have a 4 on it, so they're looking for 3 all day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
That thing that's only ever happened in movies.
It's fooling the masses because they're like, well, they got 96 trucks out here.
Yeah.
They don't. They got 3.
What a successful roofing company from
shit, they should do my roof. And then all that you see, all the numbers, how did 3, 7, and 96 come in my house?
Or it's we can't do it today. We're restrictional thin. Why don't you have cars 1 through 24 run through? It's
in related news to more Omicron bullshit, companies purged 301,000 jobs during January. The first total net loss of jobs since January of 2021. Most of it in the hospitality and leisure industry.
So this is a weird one because I think people should have jobs, but restaurant jobs suck. And there's so many shitty fucking restaurants that just need to close. There's a glut of every dipshit who thinks that they have the best recipe for a hamburger, who makes a restaurant where they treat their employees like absolute dog shit, and it's no one's ever there, but they stay open for some reason.
Because they're selling cocaine.
Is that it?
It's not a good burger. It's good cocaine.
So in Long Island, a nurse made $1.5 million in 3 months off of fake vaccine cards.
I saw that. That was
good for her.
I guess it's
but she's going down.
It was
her vetting process was not good.
It was it was 2 nurses, and I think one of them at least was married to a cop.
Naturally.
I mean, it's Long Island. What do you expect?
Yeah. It's nurses, cops, and firefighters. Right, is 90% of the population of that fucking island.
I don't really know anything about that island, so
yeah, big same.
That's why I'm keeping my generalizations. I don't know anything about it, but if people should do more of that. You should just pick a completely nonsensical random thing about a place and just fervently believe it. I hear
that's what we do with all places.
Yes, that's literally what we do with all
places. Connor's more things.
Have you ever been to LA? What are your thoughts on LA?
Well, no,
I can tell you it's probably vastly different.
The best Thai food in the contiguous U.S. comes from Idaho. This. It's Des Moines, a huge Thai population.
Who knows this? What are you saying?
You're just telling me where the Idaho potato comes from. Yeah, they got the best Thai food.
Yeah, you make it up. It's fake. You just you pick a thing and it's funny. It's I don't know.
Oh, it's satire.
It's
fake news about the place.
I want to say satire is fake news.
It's comedic news about the place because there is Thai food
it's like the freaking onion. It's
yeah. It's like the freaking onion.
I'm doing highbrow shit over here.
Oh, January. Also, what happened? Joe Biden told us all what we already all felt. There's nothing to be proud about being an American.
I missed this.
Which was
quote.
some pretty depressing shit to hear the president say.
What was this about?
Like, you supposed to be hyping us up, and we supposed to be saying that to you. Like, fuck you. We ain't supposed to be fucking proud to be American, but now you just told us. Which is sad. It's like when your parent finally tells you, like, you failed me.
I'm disappointed in you.
Like, I waited all this time for you to be better than this, but you failed me. And that's what our president thinks now. And that's why he's taking us to war.
Yeah, he doesn't believe that. He was reading a speech.
I don't know. I think Joe Biden be freestyling a lot.
Nah.
Just saying, you ever listen to him? I stopped listening
Joe Biden too old to be freestyling.
I stopped listening to speeches.
If Joe Biden was freestyling, we would have heard his fucking friends' names from when he was
Call
younger.
Call that motherfucker Ice Joe.
Joe be freestyling, man. He'd be like, and I'm gonna just say, it's nothing proud to be an American. I said, damn, this nigga sounds like George Bush and Trump combined. He got to George Bush.
What was he saying that about?
About Americans, nigga.
Yeah. he was saying like we're not smart. We're not a great economy. He was just saying everything that we say. Yeah, but it's like when you're dogging your sibling, right? Like, shut the fuck up, you fucking idiot. And then somebody else is like, yeah, you fucking idiot. It's like, hey, don't talk to him like that. Don't fucking talk to him like that. Don't do it. Like, we can do that. Don't do that, Joe. It's your job to lie to us and tell us that we are the best. I mean, that's the job of the American
Aren't you tired of the president lying to you?
I mean, it's just the way it is.
Well, don't complain about the president lying to you then.
I look at the president like the tooth fairy.
The president's the cheerleader of America. That's what you think of?
You vote for the president. You don't vote for tooth fairies, nigga. And the president is real.
The president. They pick them niggas.
Yeah, I mean,
they pick them niggas. They pick who wins the Super Bowl.
It's not like I had the choice of like Joe Biden versus anyone else.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
It's like I fucking paid attention to like the Democratic primaries last time. It's they fucking picked them. No one voted for that piece of shit.
Yeah, literally, nobody voted for Joe Biden.
Let's have
he was nowhere near the
nobody,
top of the
like somebody voted for him, right? And some people voted for Trump.
The only person who's ever come in first or second in the Iowa primary drop out before the end of the race. Like, yeah, that's a normal fucking thing you do without just deciding.
Right.
A rat-faced little fucking piece of shit.
No, there are definitely some libs who love Joe Biden, though. That is real shit.
Yeah, were you guys paying attention when he was VP for Obama? They were like, oh, he's like the old shit kicker who's going to get stuff done. Like, what?
He's Obama's best friend.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Crazy Uncle Joe.
I didn't hear about Joe Biden until he started running for president.
I'm really giving myself away
as a black man, Obama's blackness overshadowed whoever the VP was.
Sure. That was
times.
They had to give us white people something to be like. No, he's got this old curmudgeon in there that's going to set him straight. Like,
right, so keep Obama in line for you guys.
Yeah.
Man makes $1 million off of Chuck E. Cheese tokens, selling them as Bitcoins.
Yo, what? You got to back up on that.
Yeah. I need context or something.
What more context do you need? He had Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
I barely understand how that shit's supposed to work normally.
How do you sell them as Bitcoins?
Right.
To idiots.
But it's like
like, what is wrong with y'all?
Like fifth graders? Like, who's going to think a real thing is supposed to be the internet thing?
Old people.
Old people, young people, and idiots.
It says Chuck E. Cheese on it. Like,
he's probably sending them in the mail.
You get them like poker chips or something. It's
where does this happen at?
I have no idea where it happened at. I saw the headline. I checked the sources. It was real. I was like, that's wild.
That's why. That's why.
I wonder if that's even illegal. Like,
probably not.
Some fine print that's like, this is actually fake. It's not real. I'm doing a parody.
This is
you just bought a parody.
It could be false advertisement though.
I've been seeing this all over. It's another cryptocurrency. It's literally called Grift Coin, and like they're just straight up about it, like telling you like, if you buy this, we're going to steal your money.
That's funny.
What?
You see that? I don't know what the celebrity was, but it was some celebrity on Jimmy Fallon hawking that like ape NFT thing.
Yeah.
That was it looked like they were robots trying to talk about it. It was pretty fucking funny.
I didn't see that.
I'll have to find that video and send it to you sometime. But it's I can't remember again. It was just some actress, and she was like, "And here I have my new thing," and it's like a cardboard cutout with like the picture of the fucking ape. Where he's like, "Oh, that's crazy. Here's mine," and he holds it up. I think he might get in like trouble with the FCC for like trying to sell like investment stuff on TV. I didn't follow that one through all the way, but I heard that might be happening.
NFL got busted.
Oh, I didn't hear about this. I wasn't up on sports. What's up with that?
They were paying black coaches to lose.
What, for real?
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
They were paying black coaches to lose so people would not hire them again.
What?
That goes into the news that I had about Brian Flores.
$100,000 a game.
Yeah.
Yo, what?
Brian Flores is suing the NFL.
Who was paying them?
For racism because he's a head coach and like for the discrimination and shit against
Who
him.
paid the coaches? The
Was
like
it the
NFL
NFL
commission
directly?
or?
It's probably like Bill Gruden or whoever the fucking commissioner is.
I don't know who the commissioner is.
That seems like a massive scandal. I feel like I would have heard about that because it's
I
crazy.
know, it's a pretty massive scandal. It's
I guess
out here right
I'm
now.
super not on that part of like culture.
It is crazy. They were paying them $100,000 a
Nobody
game.
cares about black people losing.
And guess who? Guess who was one of the victims?
Who?
The Cleveland Browns. They paid both of our black coaches to lose.
That's
like, God damn, we knew we wasn't losing for no reason, motherfucker. We was losing because of you.
Every year they've been like, man, the Browns are stacked, man. They should win this year.
Right, and then we fucking lose.
0-13. Like, how?
We lose all the games.
They had like a cool $1.5 million off losing that season.
Right, like you already are making a cool like $500,000 as a coach. Then you made you made $2 million now.
Off of losing.
1.5 off of not even not even on the books.
So I just don't I like was it the Browns like owner paying them to lose or
No,
I think it was like
the NFL.
The NFL commission paying the coaches to be like make bad calls.
Look,
like
nobody wants to see the Browns in the Super Bowl for real. No, I'm telling you. No, it's for views.
Hey,
It's
no,
for
real
views.
talk. Real talk. They went to they went like this shit.
Why do
They're
you think
showing.
come on, man, Tom Brady. If the Browns, if they had to choose between the Browns going to the Super Bowl or just Tom Brady going to the Super Bowl, who do you think they're going to choose?
the Tom Brady would be out on the field?
Like the NFL,
Okay.
the NFL is unraveling, and they're about to be the new WWE. Yeah. That's what's happening. Because like this year too, in the round of the playoffs that decided who goes to like the divisional championships, every game came down to 4 seconds. Like every game was tied at 4 seconds, and then like the decision was made. Like somebody hit a field goal, pretty much on every game.
It's pretty funny that it's the NFL because all the wrestlers, like if you talk to like a real brain-addled old wrestler like Jake the Snake or whatever, they'll always say that the NBA is a work. They'll say that like the NBA is being rigged.
Well, all of it's probably being rigged.
I've always believed all sports are rigged.
Yeah, because and even the NFL players that came out. There was another one that came out. He just came out saying that. He was saying, like, in the Super Bowl, they already know who's winning the Super Bowl. And, like, they don't even pick the plays that they want to do. Like, they already know the other team's plays. They already know what's supposed to happen on the plays.
That's crazy.
And, like, it's all
like
a
halftime
scripted
show
thing.
is such a big deal. You have to distract you from something.
So what you're saying is that football player broke kayfabe?
Yeah,
essentially, like...
Yeah, and then... all this other
watch
shit's coming
what
out.
happens to his family in the next couple of years. Like,
when you got motherfuckers pay like coming out now that you're paying $100,000 for them to lose games and shit, like dude, it's about to fuck a lot of shit up.
I feel vindicated for watching wrestling now. Like my shit's just as fake as your shit.
And also sponsorships. Like
my shit's just as fake as your
sponsors
shit.
Are happy too.
And I get to see
sponsors don't want to see the Browns in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. How about you get fun with it? How about you throw some ladders on the football field? How about you get a table that you can break through or some thumbtacks or something? Like have fun with it now that it's fake.
Yeah.
Do a spot.
Let's get some interferences. Like, like, let's have somebody run out of the team tunnel that's not even on the team.
All of a sudden, the whole entire Ravens team has taken over the field.
Players should get theme music.
Who's that? Who's this? Oh my God, it's Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
He's playing for the Browns now.
Yeah. Who's like a retired guy that comes back? Is that Bernie Kosar's music? Like what's
Bernie Kosar comes out. Jim Brown comes out fucking suited up. Like, what? Jim Brown's playing? And then he has like a force field around him. Everybody's just falling when he runs by him. They can't tackle him.
Can they do that? Are they allowed to?
I'm looking at the rules right now, Jim. I'm scripting
It's like a Harlem Globetrotters game.
Yeah. Ref takes out a big foot. He's like,
they're knocking the refs out.
Yeah. The other team distracts the refs so they can get a dirty play in. Classic.
Yeah, they're like talking to him like, what's going on? They're like, what's going on behind the ref? He's not even paying attention.
You could
get just moving the ball downfield.
You could get heel teams. You could get like
the Browns.
Or the Patriots. The Patriots are a heel team.
They are.
The faces can't win that much.
They're not anymore really because Tom Brady's gone.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna suck now.
Yeah, the Buccaneers.
Who won?
The guys who won last year.
Eagles had that good baby face run a couple of years back.
And
it's all written.
They also announced Tom Brady's retirement too early.
Oh?
So, like, the people on ESPN were like, yeah, Tom Brady's retiring, blah, 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 blah. And then Tom Brady's dad came out like, yo, Tom Brady didn't even say he was retiring.
You better shut your fucking mouth.
And then Tom Brady came out 4 days later and was like, well, since I already told you guys, they're right. I'm retiring.
Well, that more just sounds like bad communication because, like, big news like that, you probably want to get, like, media on board or whatever.
But I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to drop it before you.
Yeah, but that's like a fuck up. That's like a flub. That's not like you're
that's
rigging it.
That's a pretty huge
thing.
fuck up, man.
Yeah.
They're
talking about one of the greatest
really what they're
ever.
saying is, hey, NFL, y'all better do something quick to make this money back over Tom Brady.
Yeah,
what were you saying though? What was the other?
Brian Flores. He's a black coach who's suing the NFL now.
For like discrimination shit.
Yeah, for that discrimination for
because I think there was him and another coach were going up for a job and then he got the wrong emails.
They're not getting jobs because of discrimination. Like he was trying to get a job with the Broncos, and they're supposed to have like meetings with people and shit. Mm-hmm. And he said John Elway came to the meeting drunk as fuck, and then the very next day after his meeting, hired a new head coach.
I mean, I have to feel like pro sports are probably like just behind casinos in terms of like overall corruption.
Oh yeah,
I mean, you gotta understand. It's like
it's
a boys' club, man, and it's a white boys' club.
Yeah. There was always that thing, like I don't really.
It's
follow.
like the closest they get to the slave trade. Yeah. You got to watch the Colin Kaepernick documentary.
Oh, the combine, like the like they get all your like.
They're like
statistics,
pretty much. They line you up and they're like, let's see who's the best.
They get the measure.
I didn't think that
they get the NFL was like and they check their skull shape or whatever.
Thing though, I thought that like the NFL was just the conglomerate of all the different teams, and that they like chose a commissioner.
No, the NFL runs the teams.
Yeah, the NFL. That's like the company, like the corporation.
Yeah, NBA, MLB.
Yeah.
It's the non-profit.
Yeah, it's a non-profit organization.
It's the non-profit organization. All right.
Damn, I bet there's not a guy who isn't super wealthy from it who works there.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah. Every motherfucker that works in that bitch makes more than the average American.
Facts. Like
it's 50 like those. It's like those like prosperity gospel.
Well, probably not the trainers. The trainers probably just make a little more, like $100,000 a year.
But yeah, it's my favorite chick because those guys
like 300 for real.
Trainers?
Yeah, right.
That.
Under 100,000.
Okay, all right. Now we got to know.
Under 100,000, man.
Well, you can keep talking.
Don't let the lamestream media fool you, Jeremy. They're gonna lie about whatever it is that you're looking at.
The lamestream media.
Mountain Dew said that they're dropping an alcoholic beverage for the Baja Blast flavor.
They should just let.
That's fucking weird as shit. Is it
gonna be like one of those like Crown Royal mixed drinks?
Yeah, it's like it's specifically their Baja Blast. It looks like it's a hard seltzer. It's like 5%, but
Simply Lemonade is dropping a hard seltzer.
What? Get out of here!
That's lit.
I just want to say before we move on, the Glassdoor price range for NFL trainer is between 5.2 thousand and 740K. So they get paid anything.
For the trainer?
They get paid anything.
Hold on, man.
So it's either you are so far in poverty that you only make $5,000 a year, or you're super fucking rich and make $740,000.
Referees make a shit ton of money.
That's got to be like you bring them in for a day and have
you
do a
have to pay the
seminar or
guys
something.
who's calling the plays for your team to win.
I mean, they make money that way, and they make money like
No. They're owned by the NFL, nigga. They're owned by the NFL. The NFL rigs all the games anyway. The referees have to be out there to call the plays and try to make it look real. They have to pay them.
Yeah.
Hold on, we were on a topic that was of interest to me. Now let's back up here and talk about the fast food branded fucking alcohol. Some real hard hitting news. Yeah. So like, they should just let Taco Bell locations sell a pint of rum and save me the trip to the liquor store to put in the fucking Baja Blast thing. That's what I say. Doesn't need to be fancier than it is already.
Are they going to sell it at Taco Bell?
No, they definitely are not. They're not going to get.
It's probably going to be some limited time only.
Maybe at the cantina.
Definitely at the cantina, but it's probably going to be some limited time only.
Do we have any of those cantinas around here?
There's downtown.
I didn't know.
But I'm not going downtown for that. It seems like such a waste.
Where are you going to park? Like, you're gonna pay for parking to go to Taco Bell?
That's for people who are already downtown.
Right, that's if you live down there already, or you visiting and you're at the hotel or some shit.
But I went in there, it doesn't even feel that comfortable.
No, it doesn't.
It feels like a Taco Bell.
Imagine
like not a place I want to get drunk.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Rapid down to fucking downtown so I can go to the dipshit Taco Bell.
I'm gonna get robbed. Just so I can go to the Taco Bell. Could you take the Rapid there and back? You're at like a 76% chance. Something bad happening to you.
I used to
you might get there and back.
I used to take the Red Line to Tower City all the time.
At 10:30 at night?
No.
We're talking about Taco Bell. You're not eating Taco Bell in the middle of the day. Okay. This is Taco Bell. In the middle of the day. And we're getting drunk too.
Like it's frowned upon to eat Taco Bell in the middle of the day. Like who's doing that?
Hey, they did it to themselves. They said fourth meal. Like you're right.
Yeah. I'm sorry, fourth meal.
They were
no, but that's because of what we did to Taco Bell. That wasn't their idea. They got tired of people asking like, hey, why y'all not open till 4 a.m. in the morning?
Because that's when we need you. We don't need Taco Bell at noon.
Right.
Every Mexican restaurant ever is open at noon.
I can get real food.
They supplied us with the fourth meal.
Yeah. I can get like an actual fajita at like...
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you could just like order some real shit.
Oh, not at Taco Bell.
No.
What?
Yeah, I pull up to fucking Taco Bell. I'm like, hey, make me the real shit.
Dorian doesn't know about the real food Taco Bell serves because he's only been going there for fourth meal. They swap the whole restaurant out.
No, you can't even go there for a real fourth meal anymore. They don't got the little quesadillas on there no more.
Oh, well.
They got a bunch of it they took off. I'm like, yo, why are y'all doing this?
They killed the dollar menu. That's what they did.
Yeah.
Did anyone get to try those chicken wings when they had them?
No,
I watched people eat them. I didn't eat them.
I'm good on Taco Bell chicken.
Are y'all gonna try the McDonald's menu, the new menu items from McDonald's?
I seen the commercial with the fucking 4 chicken nuggets on the bottom of the double cheeseburger with the barbecue sauce.
The McDouble Crunch.
Yeah,
that's so stupid. McDonald's.
You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth right now.
What about the?
I'm gonna eat it tonight.
What about the Air, Land, and Sea sandwich?
No.
I'm sorry.
That one is
the Air, Land, and Sea?
It's got a chicken patty. It's got a fish patty,
and a burger.
And I think it's like I think it's made like the Big Mac.
They might as well just fucking bring back the McRib to put on the Air, Land, and Sea because it's already gross.
No.
So
Air, Land, Sea, and Earth.
Yeah, right.
like nobody wants to mix a cod fillet and a fucking chicken fillet
or a beef fucking patty for real. I don't want chicken. I don't want fish.
Y'all never had like surf and turf or nothing?
Yeah.
Okay, I
niggas do clucking moves.
This is two different sort of.
Okay, but that's what they're going for.
I mean, this is the poor man surf and turf.
Right.
You need to
That's
stop.
all it is.
You need to stop discrediting people because they can't eat lobster and steak.
Right.
And just give them the burger and the motherfucking.
Your fucking privilege is showing.
Fish fillet.
We're so far in front of the point here, which is that I think the fucking clown needs to stay in his lane, okay? Like, McDonald's is not the stunt food place.
Okay, you call him a clown, then you get mad at him for making clown food.
I don't know what you're saying. Hey, all I'm saying is, this is better than the last stick. The last stick they had was, here's a celebrity. They put barbecue sauce on their burger. Now pay us more for this burger, and we'll put the barbecue for it.
It didn't even cost more. It was just the same price. Like the Travis Scott meal was the same price as the quarter pounder meal.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
It's really because of Travis Scott that they're no longer going with the celebrity endorsement.
That wasn't the last one. The last one was a sweetie meal.
It was was it BTS, that Korean pop?
They had that one.
BTS album.
They had that one after.
I didn't try anything on that one, man. I was scared.
No, I ate them all.
They said weird sauces, right?
I had that one. I had they didn't even change the sauce. The same sauces with a different label on it. I was mad as fuck.
Yeah.
And then
what did you expect?
Antoine wants a Szechuan
That's
sauce.
how all LTO items work at any restaurant.
I thought they were sending over like, you know how like the Korean McDonald's has a different sauce than us.
Yeah.
I thought they were actually going to give us the Korean one. I was like, yeah, bitch, I'm going to eat this.
The supply chain cannot handle that. Right
You're going to get the slop for the hogs, and you're going to like it, Antoine.
I did. I liked everyone they put out. The Jay Belvin, the motherfucking Travis Scott. I was in line for all of them. I'm like, can I get that Travis Scott meal, please? Can I get the sweetie meal? I went and got the sweetie meal by myself.
You went you went out and asked for a sweetie meal?
Yeah. And then I sat in the parking lot and ate it by myself so nobody would know. My girl didn't know. Nobody knew.
No,
I was alone.
Why are you hiding
Shame meal.
Yeah.
I've hidden the McDonald's meal before.
It was like right when I was caving on being vegan.
I'm like, hey, so has everybody done that? Have you done that?
Yeah.
What, shame McDonald's meals?
Sometimes.
So wait, hold on.
Sometimes it's a little late at night.
That's something that people do.
What, Shane eat McDonald's?
Like I'm just go to McDonald's, you know.
I don't want nobody in the house to know about this.
I'm parking the parking lot, eat it right here.
Yeah. For instance, you know,
I thought it was just me.
You're out running some late errands. Your wife's asleep already. You can look at the menu and you're like, well, it really doesn't make financial sense. I might as well get the box. The family. Look at the price. Like,
I gotta eat the whole box now and throw it away.
The box not a deal though.
It's a deal.
That's how they get you. Because like it's a deal until you realize like you still got like some fries, some nuggets, and a burger left. You're like,
I don't eat all this shit.
I just ate 2 Big Macs. I feel like I'm on the vomit. I can't eat any more of this shit. A 10 pieces down.
Then you realize it doesn't come with a drink, so you're just eating it. You're eating it dry.
Dry as fuck.
The King of the Hill revival was announced this month.
Yeah, it was King of the Hill and Beavis and Butthead, right?
Beavis and Butthead has already come out, hasn't it?
Beavis and
did
Butthead
it?
sucks.
I think Beavis and Butthead did already come out, and it's already been canceled because Mike Judge can't do the voice anymore.
The Beavis and Butthead Do America is excellent.
Yeah, the movie is good. I like the movie.
And they can't really, they don't have the rights to make the good parts of the show on, like, they can't stream it or anything anymore because it licensed a bunch of music from MTV. And they would like talk over it and make fun of the music videos, and they can't ever air those again or put them on any releases. They didn't get the rights to like all those songs.
Fucking contracts.
Didn't you say something about something like similar happening with that? Like fucking, there's a show that doesn't have.
Everybody Hates Chris.
Everybody Hates Chris.
Was there a lot of music in that one?
Yeah, there was a lot of music from like the 80s and shit, but no more. It's replaced with a bunch of generic like music that's, you know. I
didn't even know that shit was possible. I thought once you fucking like licensed it for that project, it stuck with that project for forever.
License it for a certain amount of time.
People will do that now for like shows you might want to go back and watch now.
And
like,
you have to think who they licensed it to. Everybody Hates Chris. They got all the seasons on Peacock, but Everybody Hates Chris wasn't on NBC. It was on
WB.
CBS.
But
it was on CBS at first.
I was reading or I was listening to something about The Sopranos. Like that was David Chase's big thing. Was he was like, I'm going to like make you pay more money for in perpetuity rights for any songs I use because I don't want to have a lesser product on like later release.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
facts, like
so because of that, there's like a lot of like your quote unquote like prestige stuff is going to have those heftier deals that kind of get that music. You know what? The funniest shit that doesn't have music rights anymore is old wrestling. If you watch if you like on their like the WWE Network, if you watch their old shows and it's like some guy with like a real song, but because it's like their entrance song, it has to cut the crowd out too. So they're coming out to some goofy ass like garage band premix song, and it's like no crowd, silence. Because like New Jack looks like it's come out to like fucking Natural Born Killers or whatever.
That's hilarious.
That is fucking weird. I didn't even know that was a problem that happened for real.
Yeah. It's the record industry is one of the like
contract, man,
snakiest shits ever.
That's part of reading contracts.
That's why people pay lawyers to read contracts.
That's what lawyers are for.
Yeah.
They're there to read the contracts.
Unless you pay them a lot of money.
I mean, they are there to help you, but they're there to read the contracts because they understand all the jargon and shit.
The loops. They talking like circles and shit.
For us,
speaking legalese.
For us, lawyers are here to take a plea deal. That's what lawyers are here for us for.
The worst plea deals in Cleveland, too. They're here to send you to prison.
We get like one of those like fucking lawyer from The Simpsons guys. Like, I guess you're gonna go to jail for 4 years.
Speaking of lit news that involves people not going to prison.
Oh, word.
Rittenhouse?
No, that's not lit. That's the opposite.
Extremely
of
unlit.
Yeah.
No, but did you hear what he did though? Trying to get his gun back so he can destroy it.
Yeah, you know, I heard that was like the sentence renders that destroy the gun. Like it had like an AI in it that did the killing.
I seen he's like creating his own brand of NFTs right now as well. You know,
about to make money off of that.
This is your lit news?
No.
You're lit about how Rittenhouse is NFTs?
My lit news is a group of people in Chicago stopped cops in the midst of a drug bust. Like they all just like came up on them and were like, nah, it ain't happening. Fucking made them release the dude and took the drugs out of the car.
Yeah. I heard about that.
Good for them. Like do more of that.
That's ballsy. That could have broken real fucking bad.
I'm so glad. Like I wish there was a video of this shit.
We just need to keep that same energy.
Yeah,
when the cops are killing niggas.
Saying we like it wasn't just niggas in Chicago that did that. It was just niggas in Chicago that did.
Well, we need to channel the Chirac energy.
There you go. Channel the energy.
And we need to fucking beat the shit out of cops that are doing the wrong thing.
That's real.
Because like parts of Chicago are like a different country. Like they do not get the services that like the rest of that city or country does. It's pretty fucking sad.
Mm-hmm.
And they're responding accordingly, I guess. Like,
well, good for them for this one particular piece of news.
If you don't give us fucking anything, then you don't get to arrest us for doing shit.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Get in your car and go, bitch.
So y'all familiar with all like the trouble that Peloton been in?
No, I haven't heard about this one.
Like people been like babies been dying and shit, and people been having heart attacks on it and shit. So TV
Peloton.
shows, yeah.
The bike, the like exercise bike. The fancy one costs like $2,000 or something.
Oh, the one that has the person on the front?
Yeah, it's got like the big TV screen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're still getting bad publicity from TV shows showing people having heart attacks on their Peloton.
That rocks. So like, was it just because I know there's like preset like spin classes or whatever for it, so it's just like overworking people?
I have no idea how it's giving people a heart attack.
Like, why don't you just get off?
Because like
maybe he doesn't let you off.
It straps you on. It's like you will work out for 45 minutes.
Hands on the straps, your hands. You're like,
I'm on the bigger side of people.
Your kid's putting his head by the fan, like, don't do it. He just sticks his head in the fan, decapitates his little ass.
I'm definitely on the bigger side of people who should be riding a bike, and I have a pretty good understanding of when I need to stop doing something because it's going to injure me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand how they're dying on it.
Like, is it like automated? Is like making them go?
I don't understand. It's a bike. You pedal the bike,
but it's like a motor. It's like an electronic thing. So maybe there's something going on there.
But then, like, wouldn't you like?
And not be getting the exercise?
Yeah. If it's doing the work.
I don't know.
I mean, I think it was.
Maybe it's shocking them.
But it's probably this
because there's a lot of electrical components with it.
It's probably this thing where it's like it's very broadly advertised, so people who aren't traditionally like working out or getting it thinking like, oh, I can do gym stuff at home, and they're not prepared for it, and they're like, you gotta push, and they're like, I gotta push.
The fella says I'm okay. Sir, your heart rate is on fire.
Nick, the trainer, says I'm doing fine.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe their heart rate sensor ain't working right, so people are overworking themselves.
Could be that. That's like kind of like a Tesla
and it's electrocuting them.
You ever see those like,
our show is nothing but misinformation.
I love it. Why change? You can go anywhere for real news. You can only go here for speculation and misinformation.
And we're probably right. The redacted files are going to come out, and we're going to be right.
I think at the end of the day, we're psychically right. We have our finger on the true pulse.
I feel like if Trump listened to this, he wouldn't scream fake news.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it is true. But it is true.
Hey, all I'm saying is, We just talking.
Hey, Trump.
And it's right.
Come on the podcast. Get in here.
Hey, all I'm saying is, if Trump comes on, we getting a boost in views.
Well,
Jeremy's gonna get murdered though.
We're buying a fifth mic if Trump comes on. Oh.
Tucker Carlson wants to fuck an M&amp. That was
oh man, that
month this month.
You see that one?
Yeah, it didn't want to redesign all.
Well, it's I guess we gotta back up. They're changing the M&Ms or whatever.
Yeah. They're diversifying the M&Ms, and they took away the green M&M sexy go-go boots and gave it flats.
No, they didn't give it flats. Oh no, is that
they
the
said
same
they're
one?
diversifying.
Which one did they give the Adidas style tennis shoe?
That's the blue one. The blue one?
Oh, that's
I don't know. I don't fucking know. But like,
no, I think the blue one is like. Got like some kind of personality disorder.
Oh yeah, it's anxiety. It's super anxious. It's super anxious that it's gonna get some shit.
The blue M&M has like
they are literally like they're like nurse shoes for the green M&M.
The blue M&M has agoraphobia. The green M&M's BPD now. She's got BPD. The red one has rage issues. He's getting it worked out. He's seeing a psychotherapist.
The crazy thing is, I never even seen the blue one talk.
Have you seen ads with M&Ms recently? I feel like maybe it's because I don't watch TV on. But TV.
I never saw the ads and thought to myself, "Oh yeah, they're pretty hot."
That's a beloved character. I love. That's that's sexy to me.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, I never
yeah, man, look at her in those sexy heels.
Yeah.
What?
The cancel culture left will not be satisfied until everything in America is deeply
unsexy.
Going
to the lunch table in your fucking school, I want to fuck the green M&M. You got a poster of the green M&M hanging on your ceiling in your room. It's the green M&M and the chick from the Progressive commercials.
Flo.
Yeah.
But at least Flo was real.
I guess, dude. I don't know.
Flo might be a robot.
Yeah, she's just an AI.
I don't think Flo's a robot, man.
She's definitely a millionaire.
Oh yeah, she's definitely a millionaire, just like the Geico lizard.
I love that.
I'm not gonna laugh at that. I'm just not gonna laugh at that.
How is he not a millionaire though?
He is.
I love all the people online don't meme about the green M&M. It's a distraction about the slavery. I
think it is true that they changed that they fucking announced that they're changing the M&Ms right when they're getting hit with a lawsuit for child slavery in the chocolate supply chain.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
where do you think they get the chocolate from?
The Supreme Court did rule in favor of the chocolate empire, essentially, 8-1.
This shit sucks so bad.
They were like, yeah, we can't do anything about the chocolate slavery because it doesn't happen in America. And it's like, what does the U.S. military do if things not in America constantly?
We're losing another Supreme Court justice, I think, one's supposedly retiring.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sure that the another great individual, a lovely and justice-minded person is going to get that position.
It's supposed to be a black woman, but
yeah. Joe Biden said specifically it's going to be a black woman.
That's funny. That rules because it can't be I've been looking at a lot of people and then you name some possible candidates who happen to be black women. It's no, it's a black woman. No one can be mad at me. I'm doing the thing. Doesn't matter who it is.
I feel like you should have just did it because now
she could have a legal career of defending Nestle child slavery and fucking she was Jeffrey Epstein's third lawyer.
but he should have did it like Trump. Trump put a rapist on there, possible pedophile. And he was just what? Kavanaugh?
I'm saying, but why would he put more rapists and pedophiles?
No, I'm saying Trump didn't say I'm going to definitely put a rapist on there. He just let everybody know, make the assumption from the court case, this dude definitely a rapist. And then he was Supreme Court.
It's I'm sorry. Look at who's on trial right now.
No, he should just not say anything about it and then just.
Even if you have lib brain or whatever, it's not even I'm going to put someone on here who believes in abortion and is fucking progressive and healthcare. It's no, black woman, doesn't matter what she believes. It's fucking.
He puts Candace Owens on.
Yeah, Candace Owens is going to go on the Supreme Court.
That's what's scary. But
he's not going to put Candace Owens on.
No, that's a fact. Yeah.
It's going to be
the right wing people were crazy mad about it when he said that though. like I was listening, like I listened to the Warrior Radio, you know what I'm saying, try to see what the enemies is talking about.
Yeah.
So I turned on the AM station, you know, hear what they saying crazy. This dude literally was on there like, all right, so since Biden wants only black women to be in the Supreme Court, I want only black women to call my show right now. And if you aren't anything but a black woman, don't call my show right now. And I want to hear your opinion. And then they started calling in, which I'm pretty sure they had to be like paid. And they're like, I think this is stupid. They should just put the most qualified person in there.
It's some dude doing the most racist voice you can possibly do.
Yeah, he's like, all right, Sharanda. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is the matter with y'all niggas, man? Like, they're going crazy over it. It was literally like 30 minutes while I was in McDonald's waiting for this meal.
You need the whatever the fuck meal.
The Showese meal.
Like waiting for the land, air, and sea that I depressingly ate
by myself in the parking lot.
By myself in the parking lot with a 3-year-old looking at me in the next parking spot in the back of a minivan.
They make you pull up to like the third parking spot, the third like wait parking spot.
Yeah, like, we have to make all this land, air, and sea, sir. Can you pull up to reserve spot 7?
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's going to be about 10 minutes.
Because they don't know how to make it yet. Right. You're the first person to get it.
We got podcast news.
Oh yeah.
They're trying to deplatform Joe Rogan.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much over now.
I mean, no. Well, the thing is, it's specifically the Neil Young aspect to it, where
where they're taking their music off of Spotify.
Yeah.
So it's Neil Young, Joni Miller.
He's making a stance by
who I've never heard of before.
His whole thing is he's saying that Joe Rogan's spreading misinformation on his podcast, which like whatever. But the Neil Young is like,
I mean, has he heard Not Your Average Hipsters? Because that's on Spotify too.
Yeah, but we don't have an exclusive deal with Spotify.
Up, Antoine. Blow up our spot.
I'm trying to
Spotify didn't give us $100 million.
Well, maybe they will after this episode once we get Neil Young to bring us up.
Oh, yeah, because we're Joe Rogan all put together.
So he got
I mean, a little bit of all of us probably can make a Rogan.
No, we can't. None of us have ever been on TV. None of us have done stand-up. None of us have had Fear Factor.
I've been on a public TV station.
I also have been on a public TV station.
I was on.
I've been on a public TV station.
I was on Kent News Radio for 5 minutes.
You've been on TV?
Or Kent State Radio
public
for 5
TV.
minutes.
I was on PBS.
I don't know about PBS. I think Jeremy's a liar.
No, I was
on like that channel that comes in between like your local channels
for how many seasons?
ESPN. One episode.
Exactly, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's my little bit of Rogan.
No, it's not.
I was talking about fire drills and tornado drills and stuff.
Dude.
I was on What's Your Math Problem?
So we got.
They didn't air that episode, bro, because they all told us to go home and watch it. It never came on. So
that episode did come on.
We got a Rogan.
In your dreams, you watched it.
I got a tape of it
in your head.
We got a Rogan double shot, really. Because we got that. So Neil Young, so he's taking the music off. Which
who is Neil Young?
He's like one of the best musicians.
Yeah, he's like one of the best. Like, he's like literally one of the best musicians. Has written some of the best songs ever. Like he's like Neil Young is a big. So is Joni Mitchell. If you use a computer to Google shit,
I literally don't know who Joni Mitchell is. I do know who Neil Young
music,
is.
That's a huge person.
Yeah,
like if you're into that sort of like I don't know what you call that. Like
he was like hippie protest music back in the day.
Yeah, but even more than that, he's like his shit was like really inspiring to like. Later punk and grunge and stuff. Like I think a lot of his albums, the way they're recorded, are really influential. Pioneer. Yeah. He's like if you're into music, you kind of have to respect the guy a little bit.
I used to always get him confused with Willie Nelson when I was a kid, though.
But he's like way better than Willie Nelson, both politically and musically, I think. I think it's
as a whole human being.
It's pretty.
Willie Nelson, you suck, obviously, according to Cosby.
Yeah. It's pretty sick that like he has enough control of his shit that he can like get it taken off, and it's not some like record company like you can't get your shit off Spotify.
Well, I mean, he did sell half of his catalog
to BlackRock.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure they're working with him too to get the shit down. I mean. Because whatever they're
trying to get the other half.
I want to see Joe Rogan hurt. I think he's like whatever kind of ruins his day a little bit. I'm kind of for like if he got pissed off about that, then I'm happy. But the other news thing,
Spotify forced him to issue an apology over all that shit because they're hemorrhaging money over it. They lost like $2 billion in value
that's the thing,
from people like canceling.
Well, they need to lose money because they don't pay the fucking
service
artists.
that doesn't have a thing. Why are you going to go to that fucking streaming service? Because everyone else has those fucking guys on it.
Right.
It's not like Netflix or Hulu
when I
where there's like different shit.
Apple Music earlier today.
Yeah.
And it says, Neil Young lives here. Johnny Mitchell lives here.
Get the fuck out
it's like curated
in the browse section.
They have to do it.
It's like featured playlist Neil Young hits.
Apparently, Neil Young was giving out people that are on his like fan list, like years long subscriptions to fucking Apple Music if they would cancel their Spotify.
That rocks.
Makes sense, man.
I mean, I love Apple, but I'm pro people fucking.
Spotify.
I mean, I would have to say Apple Music is a way better streaming service than fucking Spotify.
I use
Spotify's the worst, man.
YouTube Music because I'm weird and I like it, but
I got YouTube Premium and still don't use YouTube Music. I use
but yeah, I wouldn't bring it up if I didn't think it was if he wasn't already in the conversation. But Joe Rogan in an interview saying how much testosterone he takes to like keep his physique, despite being extremely critical about like trans people and shit.
That's funny.
But like to keep his thing, he's like, oh yeah, I need all this testosterone for like my thing.
He's an idiot.
He truly is one of the dumbest people.
He also had Jordan Peterson on this month.
Saying he only eats salt and only eats meat and water.
Yep.
And then he was like, I'm going to try that.
And he was like talking about like biblical supremacy and like all this like fucking weird shit.
Did you hear the thing he said about climate change? It was like right in the beginning where he talked about like, well, you can't talk about climate change because the climate, what's that? It's everything. You're changing everything. You're like, the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Anybody who takes Jordan Peterson seriously as an intellectual is a fucking idiot.
Have you ever read
your boy?
I only recently read what his actual like rules to life are.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone through that list? Like he's got like the 13 rules to life.
I know one of them's like
something to do with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah. So it's like there's like whatever, I think it's like 13. So there's like 11
it's
of
12.
them.
It's 12.
So, okay, so there's like 10 of them that are like weird and kind of like, whatever, man. And there's 2 at the end that's basically like the don't be mad at me ones. It's like, one's like, if you see a kid in a skateboard, don't bother him. Like was one of them. And the other one's like, just treat people okay. Like, all right, man, that's not really what you're saying with the rest of that shit.
I got one for you. Cancel culture. Working at its best. Carhartt was like, yeah, everybody work for us.
Oh, man, that shit is funny as fuck.
Right?
Mm-hmm. I love that it's Carhartt.
Right? So Carhartt's like, everybody got to be vaccinated. So, Twitter popped up like, yo, fuck you, telling people what they got to do. We're going to cancel you. Right? So then Starbucks follows it up with, yo, you don't have to be vaccinated now to work at Starbucks. Twitter culture comes. Yo, you don't want people to be vaccinated? Canceled. So no matter what side of the spectrum you're on of the vaccine, somebody's canceling your ass.
See what it is libs
everybody have already been divided on that shit, though. Ever since the beginning of people talking about the vaccine.
The reason you hear about it is because libs like fucking Starbucks, right? So they're like, yo, we're gonna fuck you Starbucks, and then conservatives like Carhartt.
Right.
So like they both win against
that did it.
They didn't understand their audiences is the whole thing.
This is also
they all got the whole Carhartt outfit on it.
This is so telling. This is so telling because like people who actually work shitty jobs don't wear Carhartt that much.
Mm-mm.
Like it's kind of expensive. They're pretty nice things. Like maybe a guy will have like a hoodie or a jacket or whatever. But if you're buying the Carhartt pants, you're probably making like $80,000 a year. Right. It's like an electrician or something.
Work in a fucking factory or some shit.
But like I work at a factory.
Maintenance man.
Like
plant.
Yeah.
A plant.
I work in a factory. You know what? I'm wearing Dickies because they cost like 8 cents for the pair of pants. Like it's like an $8 pair of pants.
That's a Compton classic.
Like,
yeah, it's funny.
Hey, don't fucking down Dickies like they're fucking 8 cents because them bitches are like $20.
I can go to the Walmart and get like a $10 pair of Dickies.
Right, you better go to Walmart. Like, what are you talking about?
Nah, I'll be getting the extra.
You're getting ripped off on Dickies. You're getting ripped off on Dickies.
I had to go look up what Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules of Life were to see what like his throwaway ones were. Yeah. And you're really close with the don't bother. No. It is literally one of them is do not bother children while they're skateboarding. And then number 12 is pet a cat when you encounter one on the street.
Shut up, man. You just said like 10 like borderline fascist fucking like things. And you're, but be cool to kids and pets are nice.
Pet a cat.
And it's right at the end, so it's like, you're like, oh yeah, it is nice. He's got something to say.
You gotta end it on a lighter note.
Yeah.
You can't start with those and then get into your...
Yeah, it's like you're fucking like... You've got 10 rules of fucking like blood and soil.
Mother Nature also went ham in January with the tsunamis.
You see the tsunami, the biggest lightning ever recorded across like 5 states or something.
What? No.
Didn't you see that? It was like I don't know the details of it. I really should have read more about it, but it's like one lightning bolt that was like massive and was like thousands of miles or hundreds of miles across or something.
That's wild. The thunder behind that boy was probably crazy.
I bet someone got annoyed. I bet it would have ruined our podcast recording.
It would have added depth to it.
It's like it puts it in a time and place. They're like, wow, they really did just record this like 2 days ago, a day before. And you're like, dope.
Bono, the lead singer from U2, admitted that he
Antoine was saying, so we cut off Antoine. He had something to say about weather events.
There was a fucking tsunami.
Yeah. Speak on it.
It happened.
Back to Bono.
There was a tsunami.
All right. The fact that his only response was, yeah, there was a tsunami.
I fucking underhand toss, man. I teed that shit up. And
no, I underhand tossed the tsunami out, and you guys just were like, don't know anything about that. So
I didn't know anything about the tsunami, to be honest. What country did the tsunami hit?
Oh, where do
tsunamis usually hit?
It's an island.
The Philippines.
It's the Pacific.
Right,
if it's a tsunami, it's the
It happened
Pacific.
because a underground or under the ocean volcano exploded.
Erupted.
Yeah, whatever, same thing.
So, yeah.
I mean, if a volcano exploded, then the volcano's not there anymore.
He's not wrong.
No, it's still there.
Specifically, if it mean things. If it exploded and an explosion are two different things.
That's true. That's true. So it erupted multiple times. Gave us tsunami warnings in California. I'm surprised you guys didn't hear about that.
Well, we don't live in California.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You guys don't watch the world news?
I got snow on the
brain. That's world weather. I'm not checking for the weather.
That's too hot. Save that for summer.
I just watched the 26-minute world news review on YouTube. You got to do that at the end of the night.
So what did Bono do?
He said he never liked the name U2.
Too, motherfucker.
What?
He never liked the name U2.
Didn't he also talk shit about the album that everybody downloaded on everybody's phone?
I never liked the band U2, so me and Bono, we're right there.
But to be popular for that long and not like your band name.
That's awesome. He can just say whatever.
It's almost like he got stuck with this, like, oh, now I'm stuck with this.
He's got so much money and he has to do so little work now that like, you can just fucking go off. Their guitar player, the Edge, I always thought he was funny because he plays like the most simple shit in the world and he put it through like 8 fucking computers and it sounds cool.
I gotta make it sound cool, man.
I mean, that's fine. That's a cool way to play, but it's like, I don't know. He seems to take himself a little too seriously for all that. Like, if you're like,
you're not a real artist, do you, Bono?
Well, no, if you're doing that shit and you're like, I'm fucking around, I got my fun sounds, I think it's cool. That's fine, but if you're doing that and you're like, this is my art, and I'm like,
the best thing that came from YouTube was the Bono episode of South Park.
Yeah, the biggest shit in the world.
Good songs, man.
I can honestly say I don't think I've ever actually listened to a YouTube song.
Song that they had on the Batman soundtrack way back in the day.
All right, fine, sure. You passed my test. You named one. I didn't think
you definitely don't want to give Dorian the name a song test because he's gonna name the song.
That's true.
I seen about 100 articles this month about inflation and how bad it is. Meanwhile, a bunch of Fortune 500 companies are all reporting record-breaking profits. So that's very fake.
Because it's not inflation. They're just like charging us more.
Yeah, facts. Corporate greed, not inflation.
They're not paying more. We're paying more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nobody wants to work still.
Just like rent.
There was that whole Reddit thing where there was the no work Reddit.
Yeah, that popped off in like December and like this month. That was,
and then
like,
it imploded this month because of a Fox News interview.
What happened? I didn't see
pretty
this.
much one of the Reddit mods went on TV and started talking, and like they're a Reddit mod, so they were easily
they
like torn the fuck apart.
That's the thing. Like, people were telling me what was happening on there. I'm like, that's cool, but like I kind of knew like this is not gonna like.
What were they doing?
So basically, they would go to like, I remember the big one I heard. It's like they would go to, I don't know, like a Starbucks or a Panera Bread or something. And they would log into their like store specific Wi-Fi, like for their internal thing. And they would print shit out to the employees from the receipt printer that would say like, quit your job. You don't need this or whatever. They're like trying to get people to like not work. What? But there's like
you're going to starve, motherfucker. What are you going to do?
I don't know. Like, again,
that was the
like,
whole
just
problem
because
with it.
you have
like,
a trust fund and you
there was no ideology behind it. There was no like people like they weren't saying
I'm fucked up on like why you like what's the point in that?
Yeah,
they weren't saying, they weren't using these like techniques to be like join a union, make your working position better, use your
leverage. Give them alternatives too.
Yeah, like if you're gonna show up and be like, quit your job, it better be like, come be with us and do something together. Like fucking
that would be a really sick marketing tactic. Like if I was opening a coffee shop and went to Starbucks,
yeah,
like,
see, that'd be cool. Like
we're hiring at $25 an hour. Like come.
Starbucks would eat your company alive.
Yeah, they'll just peel like 3 Starbucks around yours.
Starbucks is getting fucked right now. There's like 2 recognized unions right now or something.
No, I'm saying like they're just either going to sue you out of fucking business or something.
They're going to put you out of business. They're going to build 3 Starbucks around your little one coffee shop.
Every block there's a Starbucks.
They let the Nathan For You guy have like better Starbucks for like 3 months. You can get away with that shit. You remember that one?
No.
He did one coffee shop and he like rebranded it as like better Starbucks or like good Starbucks. And he like officially changed it. They like made like regular news stories.
A lot of his shit made regular news stories.
Mm-hmm.
He made the one ice cream shop that looked like poop.
Yeah, that was awesome. He went on the like Jimmy Kimmel and he wore the big suit. They talked about wearing the big suit.
I was like, yo, this dude is wild as fuck.
Meatloaf and Bob Saget died.
Meatloaf and Bob Saget did both die.
Lame. Rip.
I learned pedophile news about Bob Saget when he died, and I was like,
what?
damn, they always try to kill a nigga when he dies. Like, why didn't you tell him he's alive? That I guess he, like around the time of Full House, he was caught with a doll that resembled the Olsen twins that he would fondle and touch on. It was like the fake doll that
sounds like some real like
resembled them.
TMZ blind item stuff. I don't know. That doesn't sound verified. But
I heard some shit like saying that like he was saying weird shit in one of his stand-ups, but I didn't hear whatever.
I mean, his whole thing was like weird.
I mean,
shit.
all his stand-ups are like pretty raunchy though.
Yeah,
right.
Like, I'm sure he said some like bad stuff, but like name a comedian who hasn't. That doesn't suck.
A comedian that doesn't suck.
100% clean comedian.
Speaking of comedians, Bill Cosby. There's a whole 4-part documentary that came out on Sunday.
And you say it's dark?
Yeah.
So
it's called We Need to Talk About Bill Cosby's All Black People.
All black people?
So like
comedians and all that.
Is it like interviewing like the people
victims?
Who brought
It's interviewing victims. It's interviewing people that was on the show, the Cosby show, and all that shit. People that like were like huge fans of him, and they were
after watching it. How do you feel about the Puddin' Pop Cosby?
Yo,
he said yo.
So what you're saying is I should go home, crack a Red Bull, and dive into the Cosby.
Did they interview Hannibal Buress?
No. but they did bring up of course they brought that up.
Yeah.
The whole clip of him doing his unfinished that he was only working on joke. Like he was
workshopping it.
Right,
Someone just took a cell phone video.
And then there wasn't even a punchline to the joke. Not even.
It's like, Bill Cosby's bad.
Right. But yeah, it's pretty horrific, man.
Yeah.
Like
I have heard that a lot, like vague stuff from like, when you like on the internet and stuff, when you follow enough people who are kind of in that orbit, but like small time, like Hollywood, media, whatever, you hear a lot of stuff that they're like, I could get like fired if I said it, but like you hear things that like, and they're like unverifiable, so you can't even go out of your way to say it because it's not going to do anything. But like, there's a lot of fucking shit going on that people are like kind of aware of.
There's a lot of shit that's going on that people are aware of.
Like I heard in this one thing that this dude's podcast I was listening to, his like girlfriend was trying to be an actress and she went out to Hollywood, and like one of the people there was like, oh, you're pretty enough to be a Weinstein girl. Like, like that happened before all that shit happened. Like, yeah, people like kind of know what's going on.
They said that like when you go to parties in Hollywood that like the parties not to go to because there's gonna be some fucked up shit is the ones where you walk up to the door and they ask for a signature or they want to poke your finger to put your fingerprint and blood on a contract that's an NDA.
They make you do some John Wick shit.
That's what the one girl was saying. She ain't even that famous. And she said that she hasn't been getting that famous because she won't go to those parties and shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. They don't want you to be famous if they rape you or whatever. Like they don't.
Whoa, Vicky girl.
If they can't rape you, they don't want you to be famous.
Because she said that she was giving an interview about like selling your soul and shit. And she was like, it's not about like actually selling your soul. It's like when you go into this house and sign this NDA or this NDA that you're about to do some shit that you morally don't believe in.
Yikes.
To move up in the ranks.
You're doing some eyes wide shut.
What do you think you're about to do though?
Give that booty up.
Like you gotta understand, you only sign an NDA. You can sign an NDA and do anything. You could be playing basketball with the Harlem Globetrotters.
But like,
there's an implication that like you're going to have to fuck someone for your career, and you can't talk.
Or somebody's gonna fuck you.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't the way Bill Cosby was doing that shit. Like,
while your mom
he should have had NDAs. if he was gonna do this shit that he was doing, he should have had NDAs.
Well, this was the 80s also. Before everybody had cell phones.
This was not the 80s.
70s?
Nigga, this is the... Bill Cosby been famous for a long time, Antoine.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. He started off
famous
early.
before my mom was born. That's how long he been famous.
Oh, damn, that nigga old as fuck.
Yeah, he's been famous since the 60s, nigga.
I did not know he was famous
there were accusations from the 60s all the way up through the 70s, through the 80s, through the 90s, nigga. All the way up to, like, I think 2004?
Nobody showed this man the NDA?
It didn't just come out.
The NDA, nobody showed.
No, here's what happened. At the deposition, they told him you get full immunity. You can say whatever you want at this deposition. In 2005. That's why he's out of prison now.
Yeah. They got that Epstein deal because
he had full immunity.
His whole thing was,
and then they tried to put him in jail for the shit that he had full immunity.
Yeah. That was
I mean, they did put him in prison for a minute.
Yeah, but then they got him out.
He got
out. That was December, right? The Ghislaine Maxwell trial. That was
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So that's worth talking about.
It's still going.
Yeah, but it's wrapping up.
I mean, what do y'all think?
I thought that they already found her guilty on some things.
Yeah, they did. I think it's sentencing. It's in sentencing.
Right now, she's snitching.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I paid a bit of attention to the trial and like the day-to-day of it. And the things they brought up were extremely specific because Epstein signed he had a plea deal for the first time he went to jail.
Yeah. It was a fucking wild one,
but it was immunity for him and any unnamed co-conspirators for a certain period of time. So all of these cases.
So literally all of the people that he fucking trafficked children to and shit that, like fucking...
Immunity
to unknown co-conspirators.
Then he got like, what was it, like 2 years, and he was out in like 8 months on good behavior.
His fucking lawyer is ridiculous.
Wasn't it like
if you want fucking kids? If you want to,
if you want to follow this down, he had dirt on some people, like he had the fucking president or whatever.
Wasn't the person who did the deal like fucking like?
Yeah, there was
on
some
the
like
logs.
No,
it was like somebody's kid.
Yeah. It was Bill Barr, William Barr,
Bill Burr's kid.
Yeah, Bill Burr's kid.
Bill Burr's kid is writing plea deals.
Of New York.
Yeah, make sure y'all watch that.
It was Labor Secretary Acosta.
Oh, okay.
Alex Acosta.
Yeah, that's a name that is like ringing bells in my head.
Acosta, because that's a comedian too.
No, this guy's not very much not a comedian.
Acosta. Acosta is a girl from my high school class.
That'd be so sick if you were such
Only
a
Acosta I know is Rosa Acosta.
Okay, so he was the he was New York's prosecutor.
Okay.
Did the plea deal with Jeff Epstein, and then he went on to become the United States Secretary of Labor under Donald Trump.
Local boy does good. Like, you get rewarded if you play the game.
Man, they got so deep into that Cosby shit, they started talking about the Playboy mansions.
Wow.
Well, like they were like, "Hey man, and if we're gonna talk about Cosby at this time, we have to bring up Playboy." I was like, "Damn, like what the fuck?"
He used to love it there.
I mean, he used to do shows there.
I didn't know that.
They should pay him to do shows.
Well, it's like just a place, like it's kind of a venue, you know?
Yeah. It's just a venue. People go there, chill, eat,
like
drink.
It's not like it's not like a little St. James. It was like not in that cloth. It was like creepy. Your whole thing is being wholesome. Maybe don't go to the fucking Playboy Mansion. That's your brand.
Anybody else have any further news?
Well, him and Bob Saget had weird, like, wholesome brands. Like, they were, like, wholesome
on TV.
9 to 5.
Yeah.
Like, 9 to 5, wholesome. And then they came out at Nick at Night, and them niggas was crazy.
It was at night.
Yeah. Nick at Night changed their life.
Yeah, news. What else?
The Browns blew it.
Yeah. The Bengals are going to the Super Bowl.
Did they really blow it though? Or was that the NFL?
This is another NFL conspiracy before we leave. Joe Burrow is going to be, if he wins a Super Bowl, which will probably happen, mark my words, he'll be one of 4 quarterbacks that ever have won the national championship for college, and then in their first 2 years won the Super Bowl. And the other 3 quarterbacks, all first names is Joe. It's like Joe Namath, another Joe, and another Joe.
See, man.
And then now there's this Joe Burrow.
Man. Okay.
Let's do predictions.
No, hold on. I want to talk about the Bengals
That's
real quick.
That's groundbreaking news.
Joe Biden, the next NFL quarterback to win all 4.
I want to talk about the Bengals real quick, because I don't think that they should be considered part of Ohio. I don't think Cincinnati's fucking part of Ohio.
Oh, you're tripping. Cincinnati's dope.
I mean, it's cool, but it's
Why
not
part of Ohio.
I think we should get rid of Ohio. I think North Ohio, Cleveland area can go to Pennsylvania. Middle Ohio can go to Indiana.
You're fucking wrong.
Yeah.
You're
Middle
wrong.
Ohio can go to Indiana.
Yeah.
South Ohio can go to
Don't ever try to make us part of Pennsylvania,
Ohio,
bitch ass.
If anything, Pennsylvania, we need to fucking annex them.
No.
Yeah.
All right, then we're the true Ohio.
Sorry to any
or whatever,
of our Pennsylvania
those
listeners.
other fuckers can go kick rocks, because it's like a different state.
Oh, I do want to shout out too the Cavs. They're saving our city right now.
Oh yeah,
they're not even supposed to be good, and they're like 4th in the NBA.
Let's go.
Yeah, so they're going to the playoffs. They took all the Browns' juju and used it for themselves.
Again, I've had this theory that is proving true, that there's a limited amount of sports talent in this city, and it is divided amongst.
Well, Dorian
teams.
has told us they don't want us to win in football. That's for sure.
Yeah. But like, no, there's a limited amount of like magic sports goodness in the city, and it's a relatively decent amount. But we got to split it up between like a baseball team, basketball team, and a football team. So it's
and even the hockey team takes a little bit of it.
Yeah.
So the hockey team be winning, but they're not a major league hockey team.
But like it takes some of it. If they're having a good year, one of the other teams is probably not having a good year.
I don't know. I don't think.
Because like,
at one point we were having good years all over the place. When we were in the finals, the Indians were in the World Series at the same time.
Right, and then we had like 5 years of nothing. And then they spent it all.
We paid for that hubris.
Yeah.
We took out loans that we couldn't fucking pay back in the sports talent department, and we paid for it. We're on like alimony or whatever for like sports talent.
Well, we got some love coming right now.
Garnishing our wages or
and
sports
it's cool because
wages.
all of our players are young as fuck. They're all like 2nd-year players, 1st-year players.
They'll make great 3rd-year players on a different team.
Yeah, that's what happens in Cleveland. We're gonna get close to winning. They'll be like, rebuild, trade them all. We're gonna sell Baker for new basketball players.
Yeah.
Oh, Baker was proven to be the problem too.
Oh yeah.
Yep, wasn't OBJ. It wasn't anybody else on the team. Baker sucks. Fucking balls.
Fuck him. We're going to run him out with pitchforks.
No, we're going to keep him because...
Do this Frankenstein style. We're going to...
Why wasn't he the problem?
Huh?
Why wasn't he the problem?
No, he was the problem.
Going to put him in a windmill and burn it.
Okay, why was he the problem?
because he sucks. Like OBJ left, right? And they said that OBJ was the problem and Baker was good. And then OBJ now has like 4 times the amount of catches that he had in Cleveland in half of the games.
Maybe he's just
Where's he at?
LA.
Okay, then.
He might
Even versus LA. I would choose LA because I probably feel better out in LA than I do in Cleveland.
Maybe he's just having an off 2 years. You know, he's got 2 years just off.
This is the same season. Like in the same season, he's doing better. It's just the quarterback can complete passes.
Sometimes players don't want to be on teams and they play shitty. Nigga.
Yeah, maybe he was just not playing up to his potential.
Maybe
it's his fault.
I mean, for the time that y'all had OBJ, do y'all think he played up to his potential?
I don't watch
Maybe
football.
it's not the coach's fault for taking that $100,000.
Well, I just think that our quarterback sucks. Like he makes the whole team worse.
You're playing right into their fucking hand, Antoine. And he's going to keep cashing those $100,000 fucking checks.
He's a bitch.
For losing games.
He lost my money.
It wasn't him. It wasn't
we get there.
Why do you think sports gambling is so big? How do you think they pay them the $100,000? From losers like you losing your money.
Antoine's mad that he couldn't make some fucking uncut gems.
Damn, maybe those companies have something to do with it too.
It's got to be Baker Mayfield gets 2 touchdowns.
I mean, why do you think they made sports gambling legal now?
But literally this year I made money on sports gambling by my bets would always be like, well, this team's supposed to lose, but it would be really exciting if they won. So I bet on them and then they would win. And I'm like, yo, I know what they're doing now. When it's going to be exciting, they're going to win.
Well, yeah. Like, come on, man. That's why they rigged the Super Bowls, too. They have to have exciting games. All the championships rigged.
The Super Bowl halftime show that they announced, too, lit.
What's the halftime show?
It's M&amp.
Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Snoop Dogg and Mary J. Blige.
Yep.
That is a lot of people.
That's a hip hop centric.
I thought they usually only do like 1 or 2 bands.
No, it's like a bunch.
They were supposed to have Jay-Z, but couldn't land him.
They couldn't get
the
NFL couldn't get
right.
Jay-Z.
He organizes the halftime shows. He's like the head of all that. What do you mean they couldn't get Jay-Z?
Well,
man, that would be so sick to be that big of an artist that you're like.
Last year was Beyonce and fucking.
No, it was just The Weeknd.
Oh.
Yeah, The Weeknd, and he had the bandages.
Okay, so one year, I don't know what year it was. It was Beyonce and the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That was like 2016.
But
that was only 1 year.
What year had Prince? I remember that one.
What other year has had like 6 people?
When Nelly was out there and he was out there with like, I forget who.
They always do like a couple people, like Maroon 5 was out there with a couple different people. If you're doing like
single rappers, it's not like a whole band. You kind of need some people to fill the stage. Like you can't have like a guitar player and a drummer. You gotta have like.
The only reason why they got so many people out this time is because all of them got new music coming out, or they all just put out new music.
And it's rigged.
Yeah, it's rigged.
So
the halftime show was rigged.
They're trying to. They're trying to.
It's a rigged halftime show. Dr. Dre's gonna win.
I'm just like. I mean,
it's rigged in the
I'm just thinking about Jay-Z. It's like the biggest like stage in like the year or whatever.
What you guys fail to realize, Jay-Z just playing the good old boy game so he can try and buy a team later on. Guys.
Sure, yeah. Well, you figured he'd play nice. He'd be like, yeah, I'll do the show. Or is he trying to like big league them? Like, don't look at me as a.
I mean, but
I'm no longer an entertainer. I'm an owner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of people. Everybody doesn't know Jay-Z does all that type of shit for the halftime shows and shit. So the people that do know, they'll probably just think that he threw himself on there.
Yeah, for hype.
Like he doesn't even have music out.
That's true. And also, like if I'm Jay-Z, I'm not trying to make any new music. I'm trying to make people remember the old shit I made.
Predictions.
Why don't you start?
The halftime show's going.
Is it gonna?
They're going to perform all their controversial songs at the halftime show. Like,
you're
going to do "Murder Is a Case" that they gave me.
Yeah, you're going to get like.
Going to do "All Right."
Yeah. You're gonna get him doing one of those really fucking weird skits off that album.
Dr. Dre gonna do "Fuck the Police," bring out the rest of NWA.
If they weren't cowards, they'd have Kanye come out.
Yo, the NFL's brain will explode if they were just
I'm hoping for it, man.
"Fuck the police, fuck." It's like, yo, what?
But the thing is, though, a lot of the white people that will be in the crowds grew up on that, though.
But
it's just gonna be crazy because in the beginning they'll be like, for the first responders, everybody stand up. And then halftime, they're like, "Fuck the police, coming straight from the oh shit."
Yeah, but that's the company that like blew a collective gasket because a guy kneeled down to like pay respects to some people. Like,
yeah, and then they turn around and got a guy who sang "Fuck the Police" during a halftime.
Yeah, but they've got one.
But they know that he made the song, though.
They've got one of those chips in his head, like from Saw, that's gonna blow up his head. If, like they would rather have. Oh shit. They would rather have that happen than that song play on their halftime show.
Hell yeah. Dr. Dre dies at the Super Bowl.
It's like, cuts his mic, like starts playing the backing track. Like you can see his mouth doesn't match up to the thing.
He's clearly saying "fuck the police."
Yeah, but
the crowd starts singing it for him because they won't fucking let it go out.
Crowd would not sing that.
I don't know, man.
America's on the "fuck the police."
I wouldn't say all that.
But the people at the Super Bowl,
I think people like the song. They might not agree with it. It might be nostalgic for a lot of people.
I think that song existed in a time where people didn't politicize the police in a way, like white people who didn't have to like live with the police. And now there's kind of a political issue on a mainstream. They're like, actually, it's kind of a bad message. I don't know. Who knows?
It's a good message.
I mean, yes, absolutely. Fuck the police, but.
Joe Biden is gonna drone strike the Russian government this year.
Joe vibing.
Yeah,
he's gonna keep vibing and drone striking.
Yep, he's gonna hit them while they're going for Ukraine or whatever. You know,
it's gonna be a horrible mistake.
Yeah, I like
World War III kicks off that way.
I love that was probably the biggest news that we just didn't talk about. Is that like we're definitely doing Cold War Part 2.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Cold War Part 2. This time it's hot. Like
no, this isn't
throw in China too.
This is like
this is hot war.
This is like Rocky 8, where they bring back Ivan Dragunov. They're like, you remember the Russians? We hate them.
The thing I don't understand is just like, we do it, so let them do it.
Yeah, but we do it, so we can't let them do it. That's the whole.
What do you not understand about this, Antoine?
Did you not pay
We
attention?
are bringing freedom, Antoine.
Did you not pay attention
to people?
For the 1910s, the 1930s, the 1950s, 60s, like... They had a playbook they ran. They called it the Jakarta method because they did it so often. They needed a shorthand for like toppling governments.
I'm tired of explaining this every time. The Jakarta method.
Yeah,
we're gonna run it. We're gonna Jakarta, and we're out.
It's like a football coach who calls the same play every single time.
What are we doing, Mr. President? Jakarta.
Yeah. Oh, you were gonna play like Jakarta. Yeah.
Nowadays, you just text JM.
We got words for it. We call it a banana republic. That's like,
and it's not for the bananas.
But this time, Part 2, we're doing it to white people. This time, it's personal.
Because definitely last time it was just business.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Yeah, United Fruit Company, Zapata Oil. Nah, this time it's personal. What's even in the Ukraine?
Yeah, that's a pretty wild situation. That's why we didn't talk about it.
Yeah, because I don't know anything about it.
Literally, all we know is like...
Who was it? Like fucking Zach was trying to talk to me about it the other day. I'm like, fuck, man, you were barking up the wrong tree. We're gonna do a fucking Cuban Missile Crisis, but it's like Crimean Missile Crisis or whatever.
Right.
Like,
so I'm gonna go with first time we're ever invaded. It's Putin on his Tiger.
Dude, he's gonna be on the Tiger.
On the Tiger.
Dude.
He's gonna be like that guy.
I feel like tigers are a little low to the ground to be riding.
Yeah, no. He's gonna be like that guy in Mad Max Fury Road. He's in the solo tank.
Okay. Yeah. More.
Now you guys just don't know.
He just calls it a tiger.
Yeah.
It's painted like a tiger.
Yeah. I think we're gonna get a high level defection from Steven Seagal. He's gonna do a full on. He's gonna become a full Russian national.
But it's not going to be like the regular, like, it's not going to be like an invasion, what we think. It's going to be like Putin just comes over.
Yeah.
I live here now.
He's just here, and he's riding his tiger
This is
around.
Russia now.
It's so funny.
He's just riding his tiger in the street like...
This whole shit is so funny.
This is Mother Russia now.
This is why we had to play this shit in, like, quote-unquote podunk countries that didn't have, like, nukes. Is because, like, when there's two guys with nukes... It's like two people with guns trying to fist fight each other. It's like, this is like play acting. What are you doing?
Like, just pull the guns out and shoot each other already.
Yeah.
It's that one gif, like, do the roar, but it's do the nukes.
Yeah. It's like the end of Reservoir Dogs. Like, you got the guns.
That's literally what's happening right now. And then you got Ukraine in the middle.
And I swear to God.
Yo, why are you guys pointing your guns all around me like this?
We are not fucking Steve Buscemi.
We are not the cop.
No, America? No.
Or are we?
Yeah, we are not
Maybe
Mr. Pink in this situation. We are not running away from this one.
Now this one's ugly. This one's uglier than the North Korea.
I guess this will be my prediction. Is I bet this is gonna
blow over.
It's gonna blow over, man. Like if it
this
doesn't,
is the Y2K of 2022.
If it doesn't, fuck all of us. But it's gonna blow over. I'm out of draft range. Whatever.
They do also are ramping up Cold War bullshit against China as well.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this was just like this is like a predetermined thing from like Northrop Grumman and like fucking Lockheed Martin to have them put more money into a new plane or some shit. Like this is big like, facts. Oh, we've got an enemy now. You need to give us $1 billion fucking for a plane that kills every third
for
person.
For a plane that we can drop off one of our boats into the ocean and leave it there.
Have you seen that F-35 shit? How it's like 1 in like 3 times when you do the ejector seat, it decapitates you?
No, I did not see that part about it.
Like
I would be literally terrified still, even if I needed to eject. I'm like,
it's like a stealth fighter, and like it won't launch in the rain, and every time you fly, you have to repaint it afterwards.
So the F-35 is literally expected, like each one is expected to cost $1.6 trillion throughout its life.
Yeah.
Because of all that bullshit where you need to repaint it and blah, 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 fucking maintain, fucking, and they only cost like $78 million to make.
Could you imagine if we tried to go to the moon again? Like, we just couldn't. Like people act like if you ever like read like anthropology and stuff, it's like, why did the Mayan civilizations, like they were advanced, like why did they like the Aztec or whatever, like why did they die off? It's like this shit. It's like you get too complicated and you just can't fucking do it anymore. Like, you throw too much fucking shit in there. It's like, oh, we forgot how to do it, I guess. We can't be a fucking empire anymore.
And on the note of we can't be a fucking empire anymore.